Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video you will see unbroken records in football history. Please give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.
Most goals scored by a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are meant to save goals, not score, but with Brazilian goalkeeper, Rogério Ceni, he did both. He recorded a total of 128 career goals before hanging his boots. Ceni netted series of penalties and free kicks into the back of the net. A certain season he became conversant in his scoring prowess that football commentators, analysts and fans alike were anticipating goals from him as though he was a striker. 2. Highest goals scored in a match in soccer history. Although Adema's 149-0 victory over Soaimern should have owned the credit to this unbeaten soccer record, it wasn't a clean victory as Soaimern intentionally gave a cheap victory to arch-rival Adema in a protest over a refereeing decision. So the Scottish Cup game in 1885 takes the credit with Arbroath beating Bon Accord in a 36-0 goals-whopping victory in a clean and proper game of football. 3. Fastest ever red card in a World Cup match. Not something to be emulated, but José Bastian of Uruguay got sent off in the 1986 World Cup match against Scotland, in less than a minute for an intense violent foot tackle which left Scotland's Gordon Strachan mortally wounded. The referee didn't hesitate to show Bastia the red. 4. The fastest hat-trick ever. Games of football often do not see the scoreline result in 3 goals or more or hardly a player pulling a hat-trick often. In the case of Alex Tor of Rossen Spring, he netted 3 goals back-to-back in just 70 seconds against Gardens. The first goal came in the 11 minutes of the game, the second, 30 seconds later and the third in the 12th minute. Rossen won that match 7 goals against 1 for Gardens. 5. Most consecutive hat-tricks in 2016, Stjepan Lucianic scored a total of 20 goals in 5 consecutive games. All being in the hat-trick format, thus becoming the most consecutive hat-trick scored in the history of football, a record Japan's Masashi Nakayamu once held after he scored 16 goals, all hat-tricks. 6. Longest penalty shootout. The Namibian Cup in 2005 was the stage for this stunning event in soccer history. KK Palace and Civics had drawn 2-2 and proceeded to the penalty shootout. The seeming never-ending penalty shootout ended in favor of Palace, who won 17-16 after a total of 48 penalty kicks. 7. Most individual goals in a single match. The 2002 World Cup qualifying match between Australia versus American Samoa saw Archie Thompson of Australia netting 13 times to set this astonishing record. Australia went on to win the game 31-0. 8. Most red cards in a match. As fictional as this sound, it really did happen. In a match between Claypole versus Victoriano Arenas, referee Damian Rubino handed out 36 red cards. A brawl had erupted on the pitch after a fan interrupted gameplay and struck a player. Thus, Rubino sent of all 22 players on the field, including all substitutes and technical staff. 9. Longest goal ever scored. Call it a wind of fate, you may be right. In a game between Stoke City versus Southampton back in 2013, Stoke's goalie had smashed a long shot from his 18-yard box as a goal kick. Surprisingly and unexpectedly, that goal kick resulted into a goal flying past Southampton's goalkeeper Artur Boruc to give Stoke City the lead over Southampton. 10. Most World Cup matches by an individual player. This is one rare football record that might remain unbroken in years to come. With the 4 years interval between one of the most prestigious tournaments in football, the World Cup, a player like Lothar Matthäus featuring in 25 World Cup games is phenomenal. A World Cup tournament holds a total of 64 games. Matthäus had to play consecutively in 5 World Cups with Germany to achieve the record for the most World Cup matches by a footballer. 11. Most expensive player transfer in soccer history. Brazilian attacker Neymar Jr. in 2017 made a transfer move to French giant PSG, for a whopping €222 million to top the list of the most expensive transfer in soccer history. Football largely is growing more and more profitable, and in years to come a more expensive fee would likely be ditched out to secure the playing services of star players such as Neymar or Kylian Mbappé. 12. Most goals scored in a calendar year. One of the most admired and famous footballer in the modern era of the game, Lionel Messi, holds this impeccable feat. The six-time FIFA Ballon d'Or award winner in the 2011-2012 football season scored a total of 91 goals for both club, Barcelona and national team, Argentina. Merciless Messi scored 79 goals for club side and 12 goals for his countryside to mount up this magic, which has remained unbroken till now. 13. Most goals in a single World Cup. This football record for the most goals scored in a single World Cup belongs to Frenchman, Just Fontaine. He scored a total of 13 goals in the 1958 World Cup to lead his team to a third-place spot in the tournament. Fontaine opened the goal-wrecking record with a hat-trick in the opening game and 3 more in the group phase to qualify his side to the next round. He kept on with the scoring prowess in the next round, and his side's final game in a third-place match, he netted 4 times to achieve the feat. 14. Most international goals by a player. Ali Daei holds the record for most goals scored internationally with a total of 109 goals for Iran throughout his international career, which saw him make 149 appearances between 1993 and 2006. 15. Longest unbeaten run. With 5 consecutive unbeaten seasons in the Divizia A, Romanian club, Steaua Bucharest, holds this feat. 5 unbeaten seasons in a row accumulated in straight 90 minutes of the football game is a total of 104 games. That is an incredible record Steaua Bucharest did set.